Okay. Um, I guess just start with Happy Halloween, everybody, and hopefully this will not be a colossal disaster like it may or may not be. I don't know. I've been trying to do stuff like this for a while now, but always been having some sort of issues with programming or something. It usually has to do with the setup process, and I know how to do it, and I don't need anybody to tell me how to get it done when it comes to recording and playing at the same time. We just kind of want to do like a first impressions kind of thing, but it's not really flowing well. It keeps going and coming back and biting me. So anyway, let's get all that said. Decided to take a look at a game that I discovered not too long ago. I didn't grow up with this game at all. I did. The only it's a whole other story to begin with. But anyway, what I'm going to be doing here is basically just kind of a commentary of my first playthrough, since, again, me just talking about it while playing, things just kept happening. I'm just going to leave it at that, because me going into detail would not solve much. Anyway, this is Alien Resurrection on the Sony PlayStation, and I don't know if it's on any other platform. I wouldn't be surprised either way, actually. I think it's either on... I think it's just on PlayStation, and maybe it's on PC, but I don't really know for sure. Atom Zone. Is that an arcade cabinet on a spaceship? Yeah, anyway, yeah, so... yeah, I was always curious about this game. I really wanted to check it out, and yeah, okay, so I don't know how to explain it. I just keep messing myself up here. Yeah, so I didn't grow up with this game. I don't know that much about it. Obviously, I'm fully aware of the movie Alien Resurrection. I don't have the game. I don't have the movie. I do have the movie. I just haven't seen it in so long that I don't really remember it all that well. This game is kind of on its own. All I remember is that there was only I think there's only like 2 aliens, or just it's either, but it only focuses on one. I think like the first one gets killed in the beginning or something like that. Game is best played in the dark. Yeah, yeah. This is trying to kind of be some sort of horror game. But anyway, Alien Resurrection. I'm going to assume that this was some sort of a tie-in. Yeah, here you're just going to see me mess around. Usually I don't do this very often when it comes to, like, when I play a game, I usually just get started. But I was really hoping to get... I was really hoping that I can get some subtitles on, because a lot of games don't have subtitles by default. So I usually like having subtitles, regardless of what I'm playing. So that's what I was going for, looking to see if I can find some subtitles so I can go with it. Yeah, so basically, I learned this game through called Retro Game Cases, retro video game cases or something like that. I think that's the name of the website. Basically, they just reprint like cases, like through like DVD cases and stuff for a lot of retro games. And yeah, so that's how I learned about this game, and I kept my eye open for it, and now I have it. So yeah, so this is Alien Resurrection right here, and this is basically the beginning of the game. I'm just trying to figure out the controls here, because I just gotta say this right now, this is one of the most bizarre control schemes I have ever really endured for a PlayStation 1 game. I think, like, I can't answer this for sure. I don't really remember when this game came out. I didn't really look at the copyright or anything, but like it was not really the norm. Like, all the PlayStation games I remember, like, we're still using, like, okay, use the X button, use the A button. See, this is like basically you're supposed to use R2 to interact with like things like that. This has a really, really bizarre control scheme. I don't even know how to explain it. Basically, square and triangle change out your items, which circle uses the item. R1 and R2 changes weapons. L1 fires, L2 reloads. It doesn't really sound that. Oh, by default, you'll see me mess around. You'll see me confused around here because this has always just felt weird to me while I was playing this. You're gonna see me like change it because by default the controls are inverted. So you kind of have to. So I'm not 100% used to that. The problem is I was kind of trying not to change it to not and get it inverted because like every time I play a game like that, I just kind of get used to it. And when I finally start using it, I finally change it, or the other way around, it just gonna come back. I know I'm just gonna fall back on just for the default, but you'll see me change them eventually, and it doesn't really go in my favor. But anyway, yeah, it's kind of hard to say. I don't really know exactly what my expectations were. I knew that this was an FPS when I started getting stuff for it. But I don't really know that many details about it other than that. Yeah, you're gonna see because basically I didn't know exactly how the whole ammo thing worked, especially with this thing. This thing is a little different from other weapons because it doesn't actually have a ammunition count. It's actually has unlimited ammo. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't think it necessarily needs to be said exactly the origin of Alien games, because Alien has a kind of a bizarre history when it comes to video games. I believe one of the earliest Alien games ever made, I believe, was Alien 3 on the NES, and there was also a version on the Genesis and the Super Nintendo, if I remember correctly. And I don't know if there was any on PC. I was pretty much a strict console gamer, pretty much still am. Strictly console, and so, oh yeah, this flashlight thing. Yeah, basically, I was trying to figure out how to use it because I figured that this was like kind of an extra thing. It wasn't like an item. Yeah, you're gonna see me. This is when I was actually legitimately trying to figure out the controls for this game because it took me a while. I could never click with these controls. Yeah, that's when I used it on accident. Like I said, circle is use, X and square and triangle. I do have the manual for this when I got it. I do have the manual. I didn't read it. I just kind of popped it in because usually you can kind of figure out stuff like this on your own. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a little while before we've seen a xenomorph, so I'm not too concerned about all that. Yeah, I didn't know this when I was playing. I didn't find this out until a little bit later, but you actually can blow those up. Those containers, you can they have stuff in there. They usually have like ammo or med kits or something of that nature. You don't see me actually do that because I didn't know, and I kind of wish I did because it would have helped out a lot. But you know, live and learn. Oh yeah, this is the save point. Very basic mechanic here, just like any other video game, especially at this point in time. Just find a save point, save, and there you go. I mean, but yeah, Alien, it has a very interesting history when it comes to gaming. Like I said, like there's the one on NES, which I never actually played. I can't really say too much about that one. Then there's like I played Alien 3. I have that on the Super Nintendo. I played that version. I did have it on the Genesis, but it didn't really work, so I couldn't really check it out. Yeah. Yeah, you see he's trying to do this horror thing here with I guess let me get the game. I'm actually kind of curious exactly when this came out because let's take a look at the copyright here. It probably came out like 2000s, 1998 or something. Yeah, 2000, 20th Century Fox. Alien Resurrection, 1999. 1997, rather. Huh. Okay, 2000. So more than likely, you know, Resident Evil and all this stuff was out. So I think this was the... oh, yeah. Basically, I thought that looked a little strange. You'll see me look over it again a few times, actually. But, yeah, I thought that looked a little suspicious. I was wondering if that was anything I could actually take, and that's exactly why I was messing around there. Uh, yeah, it is. So I think they're kind of going for the. Yeah, that's when I found out how to do it for sure. How to do the square triangle thing, because I knew I'd gonna need the flashlight a lot through this. This game is dark. Yeah, this game is really dark at times, and yeah, and that flashlight. I don't know if you get stuff. I haven't really played that far into. In fact, I uploaded this like as soon as I quit playing for the first time. But yeah, I like you're gonna need that flashlight. I mean, it's good that it recharges so fast, but it sucks that it dies so quickly too. But yeah, so Alien has a lot of weird things when it comes to gaming, and Alien 3 on the Super Nintendo is not great. The graphics are okay, but it's nothing that I would fully appreciate that much. Alien Trilogy on I have that. I don't have the PlayStation version of it, but I played it on the Saturn, the Sega Saturn, and that was pretty good. It was nothing special, but it's all right. And then you had Alien. There was Alien versus Predator games on PC. I like both of those actually. Not the one on Super Nintendo wasn't that great. Beat 'em up, I think that was the arcade. Oh yeah, this sucks, and I hate watching this because I was like I said, I really wasn't fully aware of the controls. I'm not trying to make excuses. I mean, this is just me being like stupid and not really paying attention all that well. That's why I got killed. It wasn't because. I will say this: the controls are weird. I mean, I did say that before already, but it's really kind of hard to aim. You don't see it. You're not going to see it in this part, but other parts you're going to see me like trying to really like work with it. Like you're seeing me kind of do it right here. Yeah, again, inverted controls and all. Like it's definitely one of those things you kind of have to see for yourself but you really can't tell right there too well. But there's another part where the aiming is so bizarre that you can't really you just can't aim that well in this game. It's really kind of a tricky endeavor. With that said, what exactly does this have to do with the movie? I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, I don't remember the movie that well. But it's I'm pretty sure that it wasn't like this. I'm pretty sure the movie wasn't this far. The movie didn't get like this, if I remember correctly. I don't know. I really honestly don't know. I would have to rewatch it.
Lifeboats unavailable in this area.
Yeah, I would have to rewatch the movie in order to fully understand to fully understand all this. I don't remember Alien Resurrection that well. Most of my memories when it comes to Alien just derive from 1 and 2. Or one Alien and Aliens, whatever. Yeah, so yeah, it's gonna go like as far as I can tell. I can't answer this with certainty, but as far as I can tell, pretty much every mission has just one save point. That's how you can tell you're like halfway done. If as soon as you hit the kid, you're like, oh, you already know you're halfway through the level, because yeah, you'll see me go through the traditional, go to load game instead of pressing continue, but it doesn't really matter. It just takes you back to where you last saved, so it's not like it really matters. Yeah, see, it's like it's really, you can't really inch him anywhere. Like it's just, you kind of have to just, you're always at the slave of how it is. You just kind of have to hope that your crosshairs just happen to coincide with. Yeah, I was trying to like work with it a little bit, but I didn't really know exactly what to do. I don't know. I have no idea how you can really remedy that. Apparently, you can put a mouse to it. I'm not. I won't say. I would say I'm surprised, but I'm kind of not because there were because there was you can do that with the Genesis, so I'm not really too surprised that there's a way you can do it with the PlayStation. That said, though, that probably does mean that at one point there actually was a PC version for this. I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to look that up. I'm actually not 100% sure. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, this just goes on and on. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I didn't do well here. I probably just wasn't on my game today. But yeah, I don't even know why this wasn't processing in my head faster. Then again, I mean, yeah, I would like it took me so a while for me to get used to these controls. I don't even really know. I don't really have an excuse. I don't even know how to make up one if I tried. Yeah, load time, load time, load time. Well, at least the load time ain't long. I mean, I can think of plenty of games where the load time just goes on forever. But yeah, yeah, the pistol's okay. It just has a really slow rate of fire, and it doesn't really, I guess you kind of expect that. It doesn't really do that well against xenomorphs.
All non-essential personnel, please
Yeah.
report to lifeboats.
I don't know exactly what kind of handgun you'd need to go up against a xenomorph. You probably would need like a 50 or something. I don't know. I mean, actually, I don't really know what you use really. Like, you'd probably have to have like a full auto 7.62 by 51 or something, 308.
Thank you for your
Um,
cooperation.
yeah, but yeah, I don't exactly. This thing is I don't know exactly what I was expecting. But it doesn't do well against the. It's like I said, the only thing that's great about it is the fact that it has infinite ammo. I guess I don't know. I guess Ripley has unlimited magazines. I'm not sure. But
Warehouse access.
But yeah, that's the reason why I kept on kind of reverting back to it, because ammunition is actually pretty scarce. This is. Like, I think this was going on. That's why I checked the date. I think this was kind of going on when like horror games were kind of I don't want to say dominating the market, but they were definitely making their place in the market. And I think like this was trying to do something new, at least in the for PlayStation. I can't think of too many games that were like this on PlayStation, like an FPS that kind of was like full motion like this. At least not on top of my head. I'm pretty sure I like really thought about it. I probably could come up with like a couple games, but but on top of my head, I'm not nothing's really coming to mind as yeah, generic sound effects. I love them. That were quite like this. Like I said, I mentioned Alien Trilogy, but this one actually has like, you know, full. But that one was using, you know, traditional FPS mechanics. Still frame and all that stuff. This actually has, you know, this is using full like, you know, CG models and things of that nature. So that's so it's kind of hard to call it the same thing. One thing that is worth noting, though, that kind of sucks, that made me kind of get a little annoyed by this game, is you don't keep your weapons, like, because this game uses, you know, a traditional level system. You know, after you beat a level, you know, you move on, but you don't have your but you don't keep your weapons from the first one. Yeah, this is where meet the xenomorph for the first time. Yeah, it doesn't really seem that bad, because I kept doing it for a while. I'll be like, wait, I just, you know, this doesn't do too bad. I guess it goes by headshots. I guess if you get enough headshots on it, like, you know, you're guaranteed to take it down pretty quick. Otherwise, it's not your best weapon. Later on, you'll see me use some better weapons against them. I didn't get too far in this, by the way. I'm probably going to be cutting all sorts of parts out, but Yeah, this is a kind of a interesting. Yeah, this is where I become an idiot. I guess, you know, I don't even exactly know what I was thinking there. I guess, you know, in some games, you know, you have smoke out there and it doesn't really affect anything, but decided to go for it anyway, and yeah, that's what happened there. There's not really much of an excuse other than that. Yeah, and I go all for it again. Yeah, there's no checkpoint. Like I said, it's just your save. All you got is a save point, and that's pretty much the only reference point you're gonna get. So you got to get used to that. You just it kind of sucks about that back in that era of gaming, back in this era of gaming. Like you messed up. You gotta just hope you saved at the last save point, and hopefully the save point's not that far away. It is kind of discouraging in a way.
Please proceed to the engineering deck phase. Thank you for your cooperation.
Thanks, RoboCop. Yeah, this wasn't like, oh, look how awesome I am kind of video. I'm sure there's stuff I'm missing somehow. Like I said, I already talked about the exploding barrels. I didn't find that out until I got to the second level. Yeah. This game that bad? Not really. I have a hard time actually giving it any kind of true scrutiny because I don't really think this game is that bad. I don't think it's anything special. I will say I'll probably finish it, which is more than I can say for a lot of games. I usually like if they tick me off enough, but I usually actually like. But this is a game I can actually see myself putting legitimate effort towards and finishing. Yeah, reload. Yeah, so yeah, I'm pretty sure like the headshot thing probably exactly what it is. It hurts the xenomorph if you're gonna use the handgun, the pistola. Yeah, as far as alien specific weapons like the smart gun and the what was the other gun? The pulse rifle. I don't think they're in this game at all, actually. Yeah, I kept pressing X. I was like so hardwired to, you know, press X to activate, you know, mentality here. Like this. That's when I was checking to see if you can turn it back on. Because some games you can, like Medal of Honor, I remember you can turn on and off the alarms by yourself. Yeah, yeah, you can do that. I actually see that a couple of times where a person gets stuck in there, and then the door closes, and then they explode. It's kind of funny. Yeah, just by sheer luck, I found out there was a second one, and I was able to go down there. And yeah, that's all there is really to say about that. I will say this game is not very scary. It gets props for trying to be, because it tries to actually be like, you know, it has like jump scares and, but it's not really scary because this is obviously not trying to be like Resident Evil or Silent Hill or any of those other kind of games. This was actually trying to be, you know, horror, you know, sci-fi horror action, which, you know, Alien has done successfully before. Yeah, I don't even know what's going on here. I was. Yeah. Yeah, I was actually in a way. Yeah. That happened. I'm kind of surprised I came out on top on that one. I don't even remember what I said there. I don't really get all that angry on games, so I don't really know I don't exactly know what my reaction was, but yeah. But I knew I had to keep doing this after this occurred. Shotgun collected. Yeah, so yeah, I guess this is a like a I don't know exactly what you'd call this, a double barrel magazine fed shotgun. I don't even know. Yeah, I haven't, like I said, it's been a while since I've seen any of the Alien films. Like I saw the first Alien not too long ago, but I never saw Alien. I haven't seen Aliens, Aliens 3, or Resurrection in quite some time. So I'm very I really don't remember exactly how close this follows to the source material. If the movie came out, if this came out in 2000 and the movie came out in 1999 or 1997 rather, oh yeah. Yeah, I don't exactly know what this is all about. I mean, obviously he's in there, but he doesn't even make any kind of reaction to seeing you. That's why I was waiting here, just to see if he sees me. He does anything, but he doesn't do anything. Yeah, that's where I was learning the how to change weapons for the first time. Yeah, I just did that just to see if that would provoke anything. That's all.
Security seal enabled. Please insert passcard.
Yeah, like I said, these controls mess me up. So it ruins this whole bit here. Like, basically I can't see his face. I just kneeling down. I guess Ripley is just, I don't know. Yeah, there's no voice acting. I'm not cutting anything out. There's quite literally no voice acting in this game. Why? I can't answer that. I really don't know. I'm just gonna assume for budget reasons. I don't know. Yeah, I was trying to conserve shotgun ammunition, and as you can see, it came back to bite me. I don't exactly know where I would go with this one as far as like where I'd rate it. I don't know. I would imagine as far as Alien video games are concerned, which one's the best? Honestly, the last one's probably the best. It's probably as good as it's probably gonna get, at least for a while. I did like Alien vs Predator on PC, the one that Rebellion made. I did like that game. I didn't get too far in it, but I didn't think that game was too bad. I actually did kind of like that one.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Yeah, this is what I learned about the shotgun, so I was trying to see. I learned that was the shotgun ammo, so I was trying to get it. So, and I learned this by surprise. Yeah, because that makes sense. Anyway, yeah, Alien Isolation is probably as good as it's gonna get for Alien, at least for a while. But Alien vs Predator by Rebellion is pretty decent. The one they made out in like what was it, 2010? The one that's on PS3, and even the PS2 game. And even there was a game that, because that was like during the transition from PS2 to PS3, the Xbox to Xbox 360. There was also like kind of like a there was kind of like a simpler version made for the PS2, and those two games aren't too bad either. They're not excellent. They'll never be my first choice by any stretch of the imagination, but they weren't too bad. But yeah, like I said, as far as Alien games are concerned, I think Alien specific, like, you know, no Predator, nothing, no other stipulation to it. I think it's not going to get much better than Isolation, as far as my own personal experience is concerned. Because I mean, we don't need to. I don't think we need to bring up colonial marines or anything like that. So, but yeah, alien. Yeah, I guess I don't exactly know what happened there. I don't know if the sound just cut out there or if it just the guy turned it off and turned it back on. I don't know. Yeah, I think at this point I was just sick of all this crap and I just wanted to get through it. Yeah, one thing I thought was kind of weird is that it doesn't hurt you when you walk over the bodies. That was actually one thing I was kind of hoping would still be there because they did that in a lot of a few other Alien games. If you walked over a dead alien, you know, the acid blood would hurt you. They don't do that in this. I'm both disappointed and a little surprised, honestly.
Pressure released.
Yeah, I was trying to see if I can like kind of pop them off before they showed up, which wasn't getting my hopes up on that because video games don't work that way. Most of them, anyway. Yeah, you might get a. I can see why someone would get a seizure out of this blinking light crap. Yeah, Yeah, but this game gets dark at times. That's why I think like the flashlight was like almost a complete necessity. Yeah, I was trying to shoot off the ladder. If I had to leave, I could. Didn't really work out that well, as you can see. Although this time it didn't go. It went a little better than last time, though. There's no one really showed up at. Yeah, I was waiting for that person who just showed up at the last minute the first time I did this. So. Yeah, I've kind of came up with something of a working strategy for this part. Yeah, it went a lot better than the last time I did it. I only used one med kit. Or two. Yeah, I used to. But yeah, as far as what I paid for it, I don't think this game was necessarily worth. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm definitely gonna play it through, and who knows, maybe I'll give like an actual, full review of it or something. But I can't make any real promises with that. Because this game is just nothing wrong with it. It's just kind of a game that kind of stands on its own for me. Yeah, there's not really much else to say, honestly, about the game because it really kind of gets kind of. You're basically just trying to explore throughout this whole thing, and the controls are so bizarre that the trying to work to get everything is a little can be tricky at times. Yeah, these But yeah, there's quite literally no voice acting in this game. It's like at all. To my knowledge, like all you hear is Ripley's, you know, and like guys grunts, and that's pretty much it. I don't think there's like a single word spoken. I do think it's kind of weird that the aliens are brown in this. They're not black like they usually are. I guess they got confused with the Sentry drones from Duke Nukem.
Pass card accepted. Access granted.
Yeah, I at this point I was really cautious because every time I like moved a few steps forward I die. So I was like, let's actually try to make something make sure nothing bad happens here, which was kind of a waste of time. Yeah, it's I don't know. Yeah, call. This is actually, now that I think about it, I'm not 100% sure on this. I think when I was playing it, I just misinterpreted this bit because in the beginning, during the loading screen, it said Ripley, and now this is saying call. So I'm wondering, and you're in a different room. So I'm actually, now that I think about it, I thought like I was still Ripley, but now that I think about it, like maybe I'm actually call now. I'm not Ripley. That's the only thing that makes sense to me because you're not in the same room you were. I didn't get that before, so maybe I think I just misinterpreted this whole scenario for me. Not to mention she also has the sound, which I'm gonna tell you right now is garbage. It's horrible. I don't even know why they even bothered putting it in the game. Like every other Alien game, recent Alien game, I promise you, did it more justice than this game does. Yeah, this getting used to the ladders. Yeah, it doesn't happen. Yeah, again, I didn't know how that you can blow those up. I don't know why it didn't even occur to me just to pop off a few rounds in the beginning, because usually that's what you do. You kind of get annoyed by them and then you just shoot off a few rounds and they blow up, or you're in a firefight and they blow up, or something of that nature. But, yeah, I didn't get that until sometime later. Actually, I think it's right here, actually. Oh, yeah. I didn't really hear that part when I was playing this. I just kind of turned when I saw him. I thought it was somebody trying to... I thought it was just a broken door or something, but it turns out, yeah, it's a couple people welding it shut. Yeah, that's when I'm finding that out. Yeah, again, on the other side of the thing, I didn't know I can blow up yet, and kind of wish I did know about it because it kind of helped me a lot sooner later on. Yeah, I'm still confused why like it never occurred to me just to shoot it until now. Yeah, of course I'm shooting the wrong thing. Yeah, that's when I learned about it, because I just got a little frustrated and finally boom, and it's like, oh, well, look at that. Yeah, this is kind of embarrassing. I don't know why it took me so long to figure this part out. Got no excuse on this one. Controls good or bad. This should have not been that hard for me to, like, differentiate exactly where I'm supposed to go. Yeah, to my knowledge, you don't actually see anybody die. I don't know. I mean, like I said, I've only played like the first couple bits of this game, so can't say with any kind of certainty. Yeah. One thing that's noteworthy, even though it's not really necessary, but you can't jump in this game, like at all. Like there's no. I even double checked. Even when I was playing, I double checked the manual just to see if there actually is a jump, and there is no jump. You can duck and everything else as much as you want, but you cannot jump or climb. Yeah, for a while I was wondering if I could just blow those out or something, and yeah, it's clearly not the case. Yeah, I don't know what, like I said, I don't even know why it took me so long. I really have no clue. Surprisingly, though, I never actually considered getting new. I never actually considered resetting the system because I didn't think the game was actually broken glitch because it just felt like it was such a big design flaw that it wasn't gonna. Yeah, this is where I learned you had the quick turn. It was like, oh boy. It's not a bad thing to have, I guess, but never thought I needed it. Yeah, this is where I was getting the manual and checking to see if there is jump controls, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's where I finally found out what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, like I said, it gets it's kind of no one to blame but myself on that one. It just, I don't know why. Then again, I didn't have my flashlight out, but still, I still feel like I should have been able to figure that out, not have to sit here and be like, what's going on? Hate when that happens. You play a game and then it's just like, okay, what am I supposed to do? Laser Energy Magazine. Because I'm not going to call it that because that's not what it is. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, unless you got a deagle, I don't think you're going to be in any kind of good luck. Heck, I don't even know if any real modern day weapons would even really be all that effective against a xenomorph. Although then again, in Alien Isolation, the revolvers, yeah. Now that I knew that you can blow these up, I decided to take advantage of the fact. Yeah, you can't blow those up to my, at least not with the handgun, unless you maybe if you be there, maybe if you decide to shoot forever, but yeah. Yeah, like I said, I wish I kind of knew about that in their first stage, because that would have made things a little bit easier for me. Yeah, I didn't, but I was completely unknowledgeable of it. Yeah, so now I got got the shotgun. Yeah, but yeah, those big blue ones that are you can't destroy with the handgun, they more often than not have weapons or ammunition. All the other ones, if they have anything at all, it's usually just health of some variation. Yeah, I don't know what really happened there. I got no explanation for that. Then again, this is like a very close range shotgun, apparently. And now I see that there was ammo there. Didn't notice it before. I see it now. I don't remember if I looked back there or not, honestly. Yeah, the ladder thing is really weird. Like, basically, like, it doesn't work like a lot. Like, it doesn't necessarily work like other games do. Like, it does, like, you walk into it and then you can go up and down and whatnot. But basically, it doesn't go like when you go all the way up and then you can just kind of move out. Like, basically, you have to strafe. Like, use one of the analog sticks to strafe over to the side and you can, yeah. Yeah. These controls are bizarre. Again, not necessarily making excuses, because it's just there's not really one to blame but myself on this one. But yeah, I think this is what I was just trying to confirm for myself, that there is indeed no other way to break it open except with a shotgun or something of that nature. Yeah, so yeah. Basically, here I was. I can't. Basically, I wish I could say like what happens is what happened, but I'll be honest. Basically, what happened was I couldn't remember if I actually took the guy's shotgun shells back in the room you start in, because I remember there was shotgun shells. I couldn't remember if I took them or not. I should have been able to tell because I had 4 extra rounds. But yeah, so I get in there and I wanted to see if a shotgun. No, I wanted to. Get the thing. So yeah, that's why I was here. But the it wasn't all for naught though, because I was able to go back to the room and check to see if I was able to destroy it with a shotgun and get whatever was in there. I decided to actually hit the target. Yeah. Yeah, like you gotta be just like take it step by step and just hopefully it just all goes in your favor. That's really the only safe way to do it. Need my laser mag. That worked in my favor. Yeah, I guess I didn't get the ammo this time. I guess I forgot about it when I was playing through this. Yeah, prepare for you this time, you jerk. See how far I can get there. And that's pretty much what I was doing. I just want to see how far I can get. I was hoping I can get like his full face and then I can shoot him, but obviously that wasn't going to be happen. Yeah, in this bit I thought it was actually kind of interesting, because here you actually see a guy like struggling there, and I was like, I don't know why it didn't occur to me. You'll see what it is later, but it kind of felt a little obvious for me, what was going on there, because I thought I was like, oh, he's alive, but how is he still not? How is he still being electrified? And yeah, I found out not too long after. It makes a little sense to me. Makes sense to me now, anyway.
Generator shut down. Tower rerouted.
That's great. And what happened later? Yeah, what happened there, I have no idea. Because it's like one shot and I was like it blasted away. I have no idea what happened there. But yeah, if you can't tell, you'll see there's only basically the guy is gone, so he's the he was the alien. So yeah, that's why he was like shaking all around in the electric field, I guess. didn't want to come out just yet.
Secondary engine overheating.
But yeah. So like I said, that was pretty much point blank, and it didn't blow up like the other alien did. So I'm not 100% sure exactly how it works. That said, this game does teach you, just like most. It's a good idea in pretty much any first-person shooter. Um, Make sure your magazine's always full. Make sure your guns are always fully loaded, because you're gonna need them. It's gonna always be in your best benefit if they always have plenty of ammunition in them.
Pressure reaching danger levels. Caution is advised in the engineering section.
Yeah, I think if I remember correctly, I was getting confused with guns with items. Yeah, like I said, I really don't care for the control scheme in this game. Yeah, it's a weird. I'm not exactly sure what the point of all this is, but yeah, in order to get through these doors, whichever one you decide to go through, you have to like turn a valve for some reason. I don't know. It's like they want to do like the ship from like a boat, and they didn't want to put it on the door, and they want to somehow make it sci-fi. So
Securing breach. Med Lab 15.
yeah, and this is hands down like one of the best weapons you can use on an alien. This, if you know, it goes in your favor. It's kind of hard to. I won't say it's hard to use. It's just not that easy to use.
Divert to primary engine core.
Uh. Yeah, pretty traditional stuff. Hey, you did the objective, and that's when that's when everything comes after you. Yeah, this thing drains battery like nothing. Or these drains these laser mags or whatever. What do they call it? Laser gun ammunition, or I don't know. I'd imagine they're just batteries. I don't know what else. I don't see what else laser would be using, unless it's like a thing of plasma or something. I don't know. Yeah, I wasn't really in the mood for this, so like whatever. I don't care how much ammo I gotta use. I'm just not. I don't feel like dying when I'm at this point. But as I moved on and pressed on. Yeah, part of me kind of wishes like I played this a little more, we'll say safely. Like I kind of wish I just did that, then saved and went back. I kind of wish I did that strategy, but I didn't. And now I'm pretty sure I'm going to be paying for that. Laser energy collected. Yeah, you can tell what game I was a big fan of as a kid. Yeah, I think this is like one of the very first times I actually got some use out of the motion detector. Because pretty much up to this point, I never heard it. Yeah. I don't exactly know how effective that would be in real life, but I mean, I imagine a laser beam would be far from your worst choice. Yeah, I didn't test that. I wasn't that stupid. Like I said, the other one was Steam, and I'm not saying it wouldn't hurt. I don't know. I guess because, like I said, there are some games where you have Steam like that shoots out like that, and it doesn't hurt you, and you're just supposed to press through it, or it just does damage, and you're just supposed to take the hit. But yeah, my train of logic was off the rails, I guess you can say. Because in looking back on it, I just can't believe I was thinking that. But some games is like that, and I guess for some reason I don't know why I thought this game would do it too, but clearly it didn't. And I don't know why I thought it would. Yeah, there's a lot of sound. Yeah, you hear a lot of weird sounds here.
Access denied. Engineering deck 2.
Yeah. Yeah, again, the thing kind of sort of came to use. Although it's kind of obvious, really, here. Like, in the game, because the game pretty much uses the same mentality each time. Oh, so you do something, you follow a key objective, and then everything tries to kill you. It's pretty obvious. Like, you just kind of get used to it at this point. Yeah, I guess I just thought that, that's how it was in a lot of other missions. You just do something and then the way you couldn't go before worked. So I guess I kind of assumed that the objective was more or less the same. Yeah, here I was just trying to make sure I was using the right one of going back. I didn't know if I was using the same going the right mentality of not going back or whatever. So that's what that's all about. Yeah, going back the other way, so now I gotta use a turn thing there. Like I said, this would have been like, a very opportune time to save. But I didn't. I didn't. It's funny because I'm not really a person that actually takes advantage of the autosave feature in games these days. I often I still do it my own hard save. Yeah, I was alright that I didn't see him until the last minute there. Yeah, he shot his little mouth thing there. But yeah, looking at the footage now, I'm just kind of surprised I didn't see it when I was messing around. Or maybe I did, and that's the reason why I turned around. I'm not 100% sure, but I know I think I heard the thing, and that explains that.
Power flow to reactor 2 reduced.
Yeah, see what I mean? Like, pretty much, it would have been pretty good if I took a health pack here, but again, I didn't. You're gonna be seeing me say that. Like, it just goes like yeah, in hindsight I should have done this, hindsight I should have done that. I'm pretty sure that's what a lot of people do when they look at their footage and they see them doing crappy. They're kind of like, should have done this, should have done that. Yeah, I'm more of a traditional survival horror guy, so something like this is kind of a little out of my usual field. But yeah, I was prepared for this time. I knew something was coming one way or another.
flow to reactor 3 reduced.
Yeah, I think at this point I was kind of going on like I kind of was sort of getting a little into myself because I think I was like, yeah, finally getting somewhere, and like nothing's standing in my way. But I'm pretty sure that's exactly what was kind of going through my head. Like again, this would have been a great time to take a health pack. Really good time. But, you know, what's done is done. Yeah, I was just so fed up with everything, I decided to end it here. I really wish I saved. Really wish I saved. But Alien Resurrection on the PlayStation, not a bad game. If you're looking for some PlayStation gems, this is... I won't say this is one of them, but this is not really your worst choice either. In my humble opinion, if you want to, for a horror game, it has a little bit of chills going for it, but it's nothing. But you know, it's not, to me, it's not really a horror game. It's just really more of just a shooter that's just tries to have more of a horror element to it than other games usually tend to have. So that's something, I guess. My personal opinion, I say check out other games, but Alien Resurrection, not bad. Like I said, I probably will play through it to its entirety. How far will I go? Exactly when and where, how great it is, I'll have to do it until I get the whole thing. But I will say the controls are just weird. There's no voice acting, which is kind of a bummer. The graphics are for PlayStation are actually not too bad. And it's pretty much all I got going for it. But as far as Alien games are concerned, this is not the best by a long shot, but not the worst by a long shot. This is kind of just like a middle grade kind of thing for me. Anyway, happy Halloween, and y'all have a good one.